Welcome back to You Already, a podcast covering sports, tech, and culture. Today we're unpacking a landscape trade in the NBA world. Grab your yerba mate and let's lock in.
In a trade that has shocked the NBA world, Luka Dončić is now a Los Angeles Laker. That's right, one of the league's brightest stars has been dealt mid-season in a move that nobody saw coming. So how did this happen? What does it mean for both teams and for the NBA as a whole? Let's break it all down. Let's start with the details. Here's what went down in this blockbuster deal. Lakers receive
Luka Dončić,
Maxey, Markieff Morris. Mavericks receive Anthony Davis, Max Christie, Water 2029 first-round pick, while Jazz receive Jalen Hood-Schifino, our two 2025 second-round picks. This trade is historic. It's the first time in NBA history that two All-NBA players have been traded for each other mid-season. But why did this happen, and who really wins this deal?
For the Lakers, this move is about the present and the future. LeBron James is still playing at a high level, but the Lakers know they need a superstar to carry the team when his time is up. By bringing in Dončić, they now have their next franchise cornerstone. Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka reportedly told his staff, "Luka and LeBron together, that's a dynasty waiting to happen." Dallas fans aren't happy about this.
The American Airlines Center, it was not the typical fun spirit that you normally see on a game day. Instead, there was a large police presence and barriers set up in places due to all of the protesters who showed up expressing their anger over the Luka Dončić trade. Fox 4's Amelia Jones was in the middle of it all. She joins us live tonight with that part of the story. Amelia?
KC, fans were happy that the Mavs walked away with a win, but they shared that the atmosphere inside just wasn't the same without Luka on the court.
Luka, 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 Luka.
Before tip-off of Saturday's Dallas Mavericks game, fans continued to show their disappointment that the team will now take the court without star player Luka Dončić.
Utter disbelief, shock, awe, and disappointment.
Last week, the Dallas Mavericks sent number 77 to the Los Angeles Lakers as part of a trade that included the Lakers' Anthony Davis. Saturday's home game against the Houston Rockets was the first since the trade. And no, the fans are not over it.
Anthony Davis is a really good player, but he's not Luka. And just the way the whole thing was done, it wasn't fair to Luka, and it wasn't fair to the city of Dallas.
Mirsad Grebus planned to celebrate his 60th birthday by going to a Mavs game with his son to watch his favorite player.
We come in almost from same country. I'm Bosnian, he's Slovenian, and that's kind of connection too. And from now on, wherever he goes, I go.
Grebus says he'll make a trip to LA, but when he bought Luka's Dallas jersey, he never thought he'd have to buy another.
I can't believe, because I got one when he belongs to. He should be here today on this game.
The fans know it's not Luka's fault for the trade, and they made their feelings known toward the Mavs leadership.
Sell the team! Sell the team! Sell the team!
And can you blame them? Luka was supposed to be the guy, the face of the franchise for the next decade. But the Mavericks are betting on Anthony Davis to make them a defensive powerhouse. They believe pairing him with Kyrie Irving can still make them contenders in the West. But there's risk involved. Davis has struggled with injuries throughout his career, and while he's an elite defensive presence when healthy, he's not the same offensive engine that Luka was. If AD can't stay on the court, this trade could go down as one of the worst decisions in franchise history. Mavericks GM Nico Harrison defended the decision, stating, "We're building a team that can compete for a championship, and we felt this was the best move to do that." But not everyone agrees with him. What this means for the NBA. So what does this trade mean for the rest of the league? For one, it shifts the balance of power in the Western Conference. The Lakers were already playoff contenders, but now they might be title favorites. With Dončić and LeBron together, LA has two of the best playmakers in the NBA. That's a nightmare for defenses, especially when you factor in Anthony Davis leaving the West and heading to Dallas. Teams like the Nuggets, Clippers, and Warriors now have to adjust their game plans to deal with this new-look Lakers squad. And let's not forget the ripple effect. Other teams may now feel pressured to make big moves before the trade deadline. We could see franchises like the Miami Heat, Philadelphia 76ers, or even the Boston Celtics respond with their own blockbuster trades in the coming weeks.
What do you think? Did the Mavericks make a mistake trading away Luka? Or is this the move that finally gets Dallas back to the NBA Finals? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more NBA updates. Tech to next time.